What up? What up? What up? What's good? What's good, everybody? Appreciate you for joining us, man. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but YouTube don't want your boy to be great. Every time I try to go live, it kicked me out. So we gonna sit around and see if some people come in, man. Every time I try to go live, it'll just stop and kick me out. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. YouTube got some glitches or something going on with it. But appreciate everybody that's here with us right now. And I mean, what did you expect from the Rockets against the number 3 seed in the East, the Philadelphia 76ers? Looked like they came out and they ain't take us serious. They really didn't take us serious until midway through the third, and then they just started bombing threes on us. And we couldn't keep up, bro. If we can't get nothing in the paint, we're dead. We're dead because our shot, we can't shoot. This is like one of the worst shooting teams in the league, if not the worst. It is what it is, bro. But I really didn't have too much expecting with this game. I really didn't, see a path to victory. Even though we're really not trying to be good, because all of the vets that came, they didn't want to hang around. Most vets don't want to stay here, bro. Like every vet we got except Kaminsky, they opted otherwise to stay here with the Rockets. Now, is that the product on the court? They don't like our offensive system. They don't just like our franchise. They don't like the coach, or they don't like the GM, or they just don't want to be part of a tanking team or being part of the worst team in the league. So it's up to just our young guys to go out and figure it out. And I can't be mad at any vet that come here or don't want to come here, because it's kind of like, I think they seen what we did with Eric Gordon and what position we put Eric Gordon in. And they don't want to go through it. They don't want the headache. And it took us so long to get rid of Eric Gordon to where they think that, man, I might get trapped there. I might get trapped there and there's no way out, because that we held Eric Gordon hostage for so long to where it was just, I think most vets are looking at it and like, nah, especially for the rest of the year at least, like, nah, I need to go win a ring or be part of a winning organization. I don't want to subject myself to a tank and have to babysit. I think a lot of the veterans are looking at it like, I don't want to babysit. I don't want to babysit those young guys. And how can we blame them? You know what I'm saying? How can we blame them? But that being said, we did have a game today. And basically that big three, James Harden, Joel Embiid, and Maxey, and Jalen McDaniels, they put it on us, bro. They put it on us. They act like they lost the Super Bowl last night instead of, the football team. They came out and they act like they wanted to prove a point in the second half. Like, man, let's stop playing with these babies and get them out of here. Our defense it's like they're out there. We had a big mismatch with Şengün and Joel Embiid, so there's nothing you can do about that, bro. So, you can't slander Şengün because he can't hold Joel Embiid in his second season. I did see we tried to double him. I see we did blitz him. We turned him over a few times, but he was such a headache, and we focused so much on him that we left the perimeter wide open, and the 3-point shooting just started to add up to where we couldn't counter it. We just couldn't counter their shooting prowess. The first half, Tobias, Tobias, he was really going at it. Like he was doing some good stuff for Philly. He was doing some good stuff, and Joel Embiid as well. James Harden picked it up in the third quarter. Tyrese Maxey just went dumb on us. He was hitting floaters. He was going off backboard. He was shooting threes. He was just walking into threes. Our perimeter defense need help. But we couldn't pay too much attention to the perimeter because they had a 7-foot monster in Joel Embiid down there that really just had his way. He had his way. We don't have the archetype of big to stop guys like that. We just don't. And I'm not real upset about it. I've come to the realization that this is just who we're going to be. This is just who we're going to be. But going up and down the roster, I think our guys, they played fairly good that, we couldn't. We just don't have the firepower, bro. We just don't have the firepower. We started turning the ball over. That's what kind of just widened the gap between us, the turnovers. At first, we was doing pretty good. First quarter, we wasn't turning it over much. We was still sticking in the game. Second quarter, we was all right. Then the end of the second quarter, that's when we just started turning it over. Easy leak out. Easy layups. Our immaturity started to show. Basically, our immaturity started to show. So, it is what it is, man. This is what we're tanking. Now you can say we're tanking. We are legit tanking. Because we don't have no other choice. We really don't have no other choice but to tank. Because we don't have guys that really can put up with some of the best guys in the league. Like, we just don't have it. So no vets want to come here. Justin Holiday, he was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to go over there. Danny Green was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to go over there. I'm not concerned about much because these guys need teachers, bro. They need role models. We need a vet guard to show our guards how to play. We need a vet like 4 to show Jabari how to play. And we need a vet center just to give Şengün pointers because Şengün can't play. But we seen his size is a limitation when you're going up against certain guys. And I don't know how much stronger he can get to keep guys like Joel Embiid and Jokic and all those type of guys out the paint. I don't know how much strength he can get because his size is a limitation. So that's why we kind of need a guy like Wemby or Jalen Duren or somebody of that mode. I mean, that can really rim protect because we don't have a true rim protection. Center, forward. Who's on our team that can actually rim protect besides Boban because he's out of eye with the rim. I really wouldn't mind seeing a couple of Boban minutes just to get Embiid, make Embiid work a little bit. Everything looked easy. He backing down. He doing a little turnaround, fadeaway, splashing. It was all too easy. We don't have the defensive mindset and body types and architects to really put up a fight against good teams. They're not number 3 in the East for nothing. Now, when they do play like competent teams, they don't look like the best team. You know, I don't think they are well constructed, but they did something smart by getting McDaniels, because McDaniels came off the bench and gave them a spark. Him and Maxey. Maxey's just quick, bro. Maxey get the ball, he's gone. He's just as quick as Jalen. He really is. Maxey is quick as hell. And we couldn't keep nobody to stay in front of him. We couldn't keep nobody in front of Maxey. He had a field day, bro. He really did. So, it is what it is. I'm not too upset. CSGs, how y'all doing, man? I'm going to read off these stats and then I'm going to come to the chat. See how y'all feeling about this game, brother. We're going to get to it real quick. Let me read off some of these stats. Let's see. Houston. Here we go. Jabari Smith. He played 36 minutes. He was 3 for 14 from the line. From the field, I mean. He was 1 for 4 from 3. 3 for 3 from the line. He had 12 rebounds. He had 10 points. He was a negative 20. Ugh. KJ Martin, he played 31 minutes. He was 6 for 10 from the field. 0 for 1 from 3. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds. He had 15 points. And he was a negative 16. Ugh. Tate played 24 minutes. He was 2 for 3 from the field. 0 for 1 from 3-point. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds. 6 points. Negative 12. Blah. LP's he played 33 minutes. He was 5 for 9 from the field. 0 for 1 from 3. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds with 12 points. A negative 5. Jalen Green played 32 minutes. He was 6 for 20. 2 for 8 from 3. But he was 15 of 17 from the line. Now, one thing he did improve at, and he's getting better at, is drawing fouls and drawing contact and going to the line. So, we got kind of like a foul merchant in Jalen Green. He put up like a Harden stat line. This was what we was used to seeing with Harden. 6 for 20, 2 for 8 from 3. But he was 15 of 17 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds. He had some nice assists. He had 4 assists. He actually led the team in assists. And he had 29 points, but he was also a negative 20. Ooh. Tari Eason, he played 21 minutes. He was 4 from 9 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. He only had 2 rebounds, 8 points, a negative 10. This was one of the rare games that Tari was actually in the negative. Let's see. Josh Christopher. He played 16 minutes. He was 1 for 6 from the field, 0 for 2 from the 3-point line. He had 1 rebound, 2 assists, and he scored 7 points. No, he scored 2 points. He was a +1, but he got that plus in the garbage minutes. Tata Washington played 20 minutes, 2 for 5 from the field. He didn't even attempt the 3. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists. 4 points, negative 11. He also, let's see, who else we got in him? Boban, he played in garbage minutes. He only played 4 minutes, but he had 7 points in 4 minutes. Who I missed? Hudson, he got in there, but he didn't really register anything. He was a +4, though. Frank Kaminsky, the newly Rocket to join. He played 6 minutes. He was 0 for 2 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3-point line. He had 1 assist with 0 points. Now, Darius Days, he played 4 minutes. He was 2 for 3 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, 1 rebound, 6 points, a +4. Now, I like Darius Day's shot, man. Darius Day's shot looked pretty good. Maybe we need to pay him a little just to see what he got. He actually hit a couple of threes. He actually helped our 3-point percentage out a little bit because as a team, we shot terrible from the 3-point line. You know, we shot terrible, bro. We need some legit shooters on this team, and we need them bad. But I'm suspecting this is part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? This is part of the plan. So I'm willing to bet this offseason we had some shooting. That's one of the main things we need to add. Some shooting, and we don't have a real point guard right now. I'm not gonna lie. I wish we did at least have KPJ to kind of set things up because we look so sloppy half the time if we're not giving, especially when Şengün go to the bench. And then we run a heavy forward type offense. I just don't know. I don't want to see Tate as the point guard, bro. I don't want to see Tate as the point guard. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I would rather just play Jalen as the de facto point guard right now and let Tata back him up. That's what I would think. That's how I would look at it. You know what I'm saying? I would rather just see Tata. Now, before I get to business, come to the chat. You know I got to scout my likes, and the likes are not up. We got 47 people in here, got 18 likes. Come on, let's get those up. Let's get the likes up, or we going to be listening to some music. Some elevator music for y'all. Let's get my likes up, people. Let's get the likes up. Come in, you enjoying what you're hearing, just hit the like button, man. I shouldn't have to twist your arm to hit the like button. Appreciate that, Dunye Thomas, for looking out. Hit the like button, fellas, so I could come to the chat, holler at the chat. Let's go with it. After I read the chat off, then I'll check the likes again. So let's get with it, though. Who we got in there with us? CSG, stand up, brother. Let's see. Who we got in here? Johnny Johnson, the 5th. What's good? Appreciate you for joining us. Swaggy D, what's popping with you, Swaggy? Sigga Miggs, what's happening, Sigga? ET, what's good with you, ET? Appreciate you for joining us. Money Flow, what's happening, Money Flow? Kenny S, what's popping with you, Kenny S? Larry Atenier Sr., what's happening? F-Tank 58, my boy Frank in the building. What's good, Frank? Let me know if you want to come up. I'll drop the link. Let's see who else we got with us. Arshawn March, what's popping with you, Arshawn March? Appreciate you for joining us. Baba Shola, what's good, Baba Shola? Appreciate it. Kevin M, what's good with you, Kevin M? Appreciate you for joining us over here. Third Coast Alliance, what's popping with your Third Coast Alliance? Appreciate that, brother. All Day 3004, what's good with you? Appreciate you for joining us. Let's see, we got Astro Tech. What's good, Astro Tech? Appreciate you for joining us, my man. J-Mon M, what's popping with you? Big R, what's good, Big R? Appreciate you for joining us out here, Big R. My boy Fluid, what's good with you, Fluid? Appreciate you for joining us. Louis from the north, what's happening? What's happening? Appreciate you for joining us. Hakeem Elijah Warren, the GOAT. What's good, Keem? Appreciate you for joining us, man. My boy Sheezy, what's happening, Sheezy? Appreciate you for joining us at the Chop Shop. You know how we get down. Austin Thomas, what's happening, Austin? Appreciate you for joining us. D Highway 61, what it do? What it do? Appreciate y'all, man, for joining us over here. We gonna get it popping. We gonna get it popping. Let's see. Tim Dunn, what's good, Tim Dunn? I already know Tim Dunn. Fire Silas. Fire Silas, I already know Tim Dunn. I'ma say it for you, bro. I'm with you, man. We need a change. We need a change quickly. Now, let me pop up. Let me get some of these comments to you. Let me read out some of these comments y'all got. Let's get it. What would I'ma stop? Nobody. No. Let's get it. Let's see. Swaggy D. He says Barry almost had that dunk on Embiid. Yeah, he almost. He almost. Embiid wasn't having it though. Larry 10A Senior, he says 3-point shooting is atrocious. Factual. That's facts. Let's see. Sig says hopefully so Philadelphia can lose a 4th championship. Oh man, you rooting for their downfall. I hear you. They ain't going to get us, so I ain't got no horse in this championship race. We about 5-6 years away from even thinking about a championship. So whoever win it in between then, I ain't gonna even be mad. Just as long as the Warriors don't win it again. I ain't gonna front. I don't want to see the Warriors win it. I wouldn't mind seeing James Harden holding up a trophy, bro. I really wouldn't. There's worse things that can happen in the league. You know what I'm saying? E.T. says, I think Kaminsky wants out after tonight also. I wouldn't be surprised, brother. I wouldn't be surprised. Kenny he said, yeah, they don't want to deal with the tanks. Yeah, them vets don't nobody want to deal with a tank, especially how our tank looking. Swaggy D says, I think they just look at us like losers. They don't want no part of that. Facts. I agree. Let's go. Kenny S says, maybe it will piss them off. Nobody wants to play with them. Maybe. He says a gain of motivation. I think these guys, I'm not going to say they don't care, but they know this season is in the dumps. You know, they know that this season, ain't no saving this season. And I think they probably already came to the conclusion that they're going to suck. Nobody want to be here with them. They just going to go out and play hard. Hopefully we can just see growth. Like Jalen, his shot wasn't falling, but he was getting to the line. He was going downhill, creating contact, and he was helping in that regard. He didn't just let it sink into his head and just give up. Now, that don't excuse his defense. Early in the game, this dude was trying to double P.J. Tucker in a corner. I'm like, Jalen, what are you doing? You leaving your man wide open, splashing. You know, letting, what's his name? He used to be in the Rockets. Lil Melton, Anthony Melton. He was letting Melton just shoot. You know, that's the awareness on defense that Jalen need to come about, and, you know, he need to get some more defensive awareness about himself. Devin95, what's poppin'? Appreciate it. Terry Agent, what's good with you, brother? Appreciate you for joining us. The Sports Card Quaint, what's good? Appreciate you for joining us, man. Yeah, but all in all, I can't knock Jalen. He tried. He was aggressive. He didn't shrink. He didn't go into his head and let the game bother him because his 3-ball wasn't shooting. I would like to see him take a little bit less threes because he's shooting like maybe 9-10 threes a game. I don't think he need to shoot that much. But when you only can beat guys with your speed and you don't have a bag, then you either gonna get your shots at the rim or the 3-point line. And we see that's how he's getting his shots, because he don't have a deep enough bag to really just pat it and get people, you know, going one way, moving them one way. He can use his speed and misdirection to get, you know, around them and shoot a mid-range. So he's really, really relying on his athleticism and pure athleticism to get him to the rim. And when he can't get to the rim, he's taking step-back threes. So, like I said the last stream, this dude needs to eat, sleep, and boo-boo with the ball this summer. Because this next summer is going to tell the tale about what we really have in Jalen Green. We already know he's uber athletic. We already know he's got one of the quickest first steps in the league. But the thing is, other teams know that too. You know, other teams know that too. And if he's shooting the ball like this, they going to kind of Russell Westbrook him to where they just going to give him the space and live with him taking 3-point shots. Unless he start killing them from the 3-point line. So it's gonna be a learning experience from here on out for the young team. It really is. It's gonna be a learning experience for the young team. Baba Shola says, "It's Garuba take if Garuba takes 6 threes in a game. How many do you think he'll make?" I'm not gonna lie. Garuba's been really surprising me with his 3-point shot. He have. Now if he takes 6 a game, I say he make 2 of them. He'll make about 2 of them a game. Because if you take a 6 a game and you make 3, that's a 50% shooter. That's like Steph numbers. That's better than Steph. Because Steph shoot like what, 42, 43% on a regular. Now, it's on low volume for Garuba. So, yeah, I still think he only probably make 2 of them, bro. I still think he probably only make about 2 of them. Swaggy D says, Kenny, they might have to overpay for free agents just to sign here. I agree. Kevin M, what's good? He says, did you notice Sam Cassell chopping it up with our guys at halftime warm-ups? He wants this job, and I wouldn't mind giving it to him. I think it's probably... I would have him number 3 on my list right now if we had to choose. First would be like Quinn Snyder or Atkinson, vice versa, flip 1A, 1B. And then I wouldn't mind seeing Sam Cassell. I want to see what he got. I know he got that passion, and I think him and John Lucas, with the way they act, they were real similar in attitude and accountability issues. Like, they will get on the young guys, bro. They really will. So we don't need a good cop, bad cop. We don't need that parallel. We don't need that. We need everybody on the same page. And both of these guys, him and John Lucas, will hold the young guys accountable. And I want to see what his offensive system would be. Would he try to use Şengün more, or would he try to put it in the hands of our guards? But I don't have no big, objections to Sam Cassell. He's a Rocket. He won championship here. He got the pedigree. He knows the history of the team. He got genuine love for the team that drafted him. So I would think he would want the best interest of the team over a player. So I don't have no problems with that one. Third Coast, what's good? He says a lot of people had their way with us tonight. Embiid, Harden, Maxey, off the bench. Facts. Sigel Mig says an all-natural tank. Yeah, see, I don't mind losing with the young guys. This is all we've been saying pretty much this whole season. If we're going to lose, just lose with the young guys. We're so young, they're going to lose anyway. We shouldn't have to, roll out these funky lineups and crazy things right now. Like, one thing that I would just want probably more to see what we really got is a point guard right now. Because Jae'Sean Tate, I don't know about y'all, but I'm just not the biggest Jae'Sean Tate fan in the world. And then you got him creating the offense. No, that's not what I want to see. Tate is 28 himself. Tate is pretty much a finished product. And he's going to be a bad shooter, look like, his career, unless he makes a drastic change. And he's not a setup guy. It's not like he can dribble and he's got the quick first step to where he can break down a defense. Maybe he's the smartest as far as knowing what the offense of Steven Silas. But I'd just rather let Jalen figure it out. I would rather just let Tata figure it out and have Tate more at his more natural position. That's how I look at it. I don't really want Tate running my point guard. That right there is a tanking move in itself. All day, what's good? He says that's why you don't just bench players entire seasons and tell the best players to go from starters to reduce roles. I never advocated for that. I never advocated to bench your young players like entire seasons. Who you had in mind with that? Who did we bench the entire season all day? Let me know. I think Josh Christopher maybe. He could have had some more burn this year. Tata maybe. Tari. Let me know who you like referencing that too. Kenny S, he says, I'm not trying to overpay anybody. I hear you. But we're going to have to get somebody. If you're a veteran in the league, not saying that you already didn't had, a lot of paydays, but if you're looking for a nice payday and you haven't been, getting paid handsomely, then this probably is one of the places you want to come just to get a good contract. And then after that contract is signed on the dotted line, then you try to move somewhere else. So that's one way of looking at it. I don't think nobody is willingly coming here and make minimum wage or something. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get no guys on vet minimum deals over here. Only contenders can really do that. Anybody come here is gonna want to get paid, bro. And that's just the nature of the beast. If I'm gonna have to deal with losing, at least line my pockets and set me pretty. Sounds a little selfish, but that's how it is. That's how it is. ET says Jabari yet has to have a game where he is good on offense and defense. Tonight was horrendous on both sides. Also had 5 turnovers. I hear you. And I mainly agree with that. But he did lead our team in scoring a couple of games back against who were like Toronto or Sacramento. One of them, he had like 21 points. He had like 10 boards. I mean, he showed a little something here and there. He showed a little something here and there. It ain't all just a waste with Jabari. You know what I'm saying? So, let me skip down a little bit. Y'all filling up the chat. Astro Tech, what's good? He says, sup, it was a loss, but expected to be honest. Facts. Big R says Jabari needs to improve shooting or else he needs to hire a Chinese real estate agent. Man, don't put our boys in Shanghai already, man. Don't put them over there in overseas already, bro. But I hear you. Fluid says 6 out of 20. Yikes. Yeah, Jalen. But he made it up at the free throw line, bro. Louis from the North says Jabari needs to know when to call it quits terms of shooting the ball. Shooters got to shoot, bro. That's one thing about shooters. Shooters got to shoot. You ain't going to come out of a slump not shooting it. So I'm not upset he's shooting the ball. I just want him to make some of them. You feel me? But shooters got to shoot. If he's there to shoot, he's got to shoot. You know what I'm saying? He's got to shoot. Let me jump down. Austin Thomas, what's good? He says Şengün is easily the best player. Seems like the whole team and staff treat him like a scrub. I hear you, man. I hear you. I don't like how they do Şengün a lot, too. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like how they do him. But in fairness, he's been playing way more nowadays. They ain't been doing that, snatching him early and benching him for no reason, like for Bruno and all that. The roster is wide open right now. So we need guys to step up and cement themselves right now and show what they really got. Terry says EG left a big hole, bro. Yeah, he did. But our point guard play wasn't that stellar with him, bro. You know what I'm saying? We did need him if we wanted to win. If we wanted to win, yeah, we needed him. But we trying to develop right now. So I'm just looking at individual guys, seeing how they're gonna develop. You know what I'm saying? The sports car Quank, he says 76ers played with the Rockets. Like, yeah, like a cat eating his food. You know what I'm saying? Like a cat eating his food. Danye Thomas, I don't know what you posted, but your message was retracted. You probably cursed or something. Baba Shola, he says, do we know what percentage Darius Days is shooting from threes in the G League? I haven't checked, bro, but he looked like he got a smooth stroke. Those last two that he shot was real. They looked good. And I think one had somebody in his face, and he still splashed it. So we do need fuller stretching, and if Darius Days can provide that, I don't mind playing him here and there. I don't mind him. Now, I don't know if he should start over like Jabari or anybody like that, or he should take legit minutes from Tari. But I think we do need to play him to see exactly what he got. Hey, we might stumble up on something. This is the time to experiment. This is the time to see what everybody have and their weaknesses and their strengths, so we can play to them moving on in the next year. So yeah, I hear you. I think we should see exactly what we got with Darius. Now, it could have been just a flash in a flash in the pan, but he did look good shooting them. So we gotta see. Devin 95, he says, what's good, CSG? What's good with you, Devin? You know how we do it. AK Infinity, what's popping with you, brother? He says Rockets play with effort, but shots ain't falling. I can live with that, honestly. Yeah, man. I'm not up here complaining too much about the game, bro. It's kind of expected. Sheezy. She says the Bobonator was going crazy against backups, bro. But yeah, man, I think Boban, he could probably get 8 to 10 minutes a game, bro. I don't see why not. Give the fans something to cheer about at least. Devin, he says Jabari frustrates me the most on offense. Bro make bad passes. Can't make a jumper, but I want to see him in the gym this summer. Like, I know what he will be. Facts. Let's see what we got. We got us a $1.99 super chat. What's good with it? Bobby Jinko, he says, is it just me or does Tari look like Bambi sometimes? Yeah, the boy look a little wonky sometimes, man. I think he just goes so hard to where his feet and his like upper body don't go the same time. they like thinking differently. They on two different planes sometimes. And his layups is just, what's crazy is it sometimes he'll do a layup and it's like, man, that was a nice layup. And then other times he just like throws it up and it don't even draw rim. It just hits off the backboard. Plank. Like, dang, Tari, what was that, bro? Like, you just had a nice little George Gervin finger roll on the other end. But now you just come in, you just throwing stuff up. You know, it's consistency with our guys, bro. It's consistency, bro. That's what it is. All our guys really just need to get more consistent. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? They all just need to get more consistent, bro. For real. Let's see. That boy Tim Dunn says Rockets shoot like stormtroopers. Them stormtroopers never hit anything, huh, bro? Them lasers just be pew, 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 pew. Like, when y'all gonna hit something? Nobody ever dies. They never hit nobody. Good comparison, bro. Good comparison, Tim Dunn. Yeah, man. Them boys be just shooting. Pew, 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 pew. Now you're going to have me thinking about that when next time I watch the game, bro. Them boys out there just shooting. Devin says, I ain't going to lie, I love Tate energy and what he brings, but bro should not be running point guard or shooting threes no more. Factual. I don't like how he shoot, bro. And he's not the most creative thing, bro. He's not the most creative guy, to create. Step back takes. What's happening? Appreciate you for joining us, man. Let's see. Baba Shola says KJ Martin needs to take Jabari and Jalen to Rico Hines workout during the offseason. Facts. If I was KJ, I would duct tape and kidnap them boys and take them. No wouldn't be an answer. I think about it wouldn't be an answer. They will be coming. Because we seen progression every season from KJ Martin. We really have. Seems like every season he comes in a little bit better. And you can't fault the Rico Hines from that. You can't say, uh, you know, Rico Hines ain't doing nothing for him. No. We seen the Toronto Raptors hire Rico Hines to be their development type coach. So yeah, you know how it is. Daniel99, what's good? He says, great show. Appreciate that, Daniel. Good looking out. Appreciate y'all from joining us. Y'all the one that make it what it is, man. Y'all make this show great. I could be up here talking to space, anybody. I could just be talking to nothing in YouTube land. But y'all take y'all time out, come over here and chop it up with the Chop Shop, and we're all grateful for that. Me and Frank and the whole Chop Shop crew, we're grateful for our, great community that we built up. Y'all make this experience wonderful, bro, for sure. James Pierce, he says, whoever comes as coach needs a high degree of control to play who they want. Facts. We don't need Stone micromanaging everything. So I agree with that. AK Infinity, he says Sam Cassell would be perfect for our guards. Especially, he would do wonders with Tata. Facts. Ray Mack, what's good, Ray Mack? He says they need Mark Jackson. Look how he gave the Warriors an identity. I would agree with that, bro. But as lately, it seemed like Mark Jackson's he kind of came to the grips to where he's cool where he at, TNT, calling games, doing what he like. Now, I'm not speaking for him. I don't know personally if he don't want to coach again, but it just seemed like his name is, the more and more down the line that we get removed from his last tenure, the less and less we hear about him. And I don't know if the game is, I'm not going to say passing him by, because he watches and calls games, so he knows how the Martin game should be played. I'm not taking that away from Mark Jackson, but it's just something about Mark Jackson that's probably maybe too old schoolish for this new breed of cats. Cause Mark, he don't play. He's a disciplinarian. He don't play. And some guys, whether we like it or not, some guys you gotta attract with honey, and some guys, they don't mind getting, chewed out in front of the whole team. And we know how it is these days with the council culture, and everybody get a participation award. A lot of mentalities are fragile these days. And a coach can make or break your career. A legit coach can make or break your career. A good coach can elevate your career, and a bad coach can tank your career. So, I'm not saying he can't be a good coach, Mac. I'm not saying that. It's just I wonder, because when was the last time he coached? What, in 2014? Something like that? So we're now 9, almost 10 years removed from that. And we see that's it takes a little bit of time to get up to speed with how the Martin game. The league changes every 3 to 4 to 5 years. We not playing the same brand of basketball that we was playing in 2014 or 2018 is that. Basketball is a evolving sport. It's always evolving. And if you're not actively coaching, it could kind of leave you behind, or you can kind of just fade into oblivion to where nobody is even giving you the second thought. So, like I said, I'm not saying he don't want to coach, and I'm not saying he can't coach. But you kind of would want somebody that's actively coaching to come in and take over this young squad. James Pierce, he says, just watch, no decent coach will come until our roster is halfway at least. That's on Stone, bro. That's on Stone. Stone the one that need to make this happen. You feel me? Young Edo, what's good with you, bro? I ain't see you come into the chat. What's popping with you, Young Edo? Chop Shop contributor. What's good with you? Let's see. Third Coastal Line says Bayshawn. Bro, you tripped me out with that Bayshawn. Bayshawn shouldn't be creating the offense. He's good in a Tari-like position. He's a scrapper and hustle guy. Facts. All day says John Wall. Okay, you was talking about John Wall. Yeah, they benched John Wall for KPJ. I hear you. Benny Mack, what's good with it? He says using Tate as a point guard is like 76ers using PJ Tucker. It's laughable and think it's the best option. Yeah, I don't know why they think that's the best option, bro. I really don't. Santi Juan, what's good? He says we need Austin Rivers here. Hey, I'm not against that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against Austin. I like Austin. Austin, you see, Austin scrappy as damn self. He went out for, who was that he was fighting with? Mo Bamba or somebody? Who was that he was squatting up with? Mo Bamba, I believe, huh? He ain't back down. Like, Rivers is scrappy, bro. And he can teach our guys something. He's been in the league, 8-9 years? He's a veteran. He done seen the ups and downs. I mean, we can use more than one vet. It's not like we only can get one vet and that's it. Just because that was the standard that Stone set. You know, theoretically, you probably need about three to four vets on your team. You know, one probably not really playing like Udonis Haslam. That's like the grandpa, that's the overseer. Then you need a couple on the team that actually plays to show these guys how it's done. You know what I'm saying? Kevin M, he says, it is embarrassing anybody is a big fan of Tate. Undersized, can't shoot. Glue guy for the worst team is nothing. Oh, man, I hear you. I hear you, bro. Let's see. James Pierce says Stone at press conference acted like he got stuff up his sleeve for the offseason. I mean, he got a plenty of... Bro, ain't nothing stopping Stone. This is the thing. Ain't nothing stopping him. Got the most cap space. We got a lot of assets. No, we don't have the most assets in the league. You know, and we got roster spots that couldn't be filled. You know, like Boban's, all we need is a better thing, and I think Boban will be gone. You feel me? Knicks, he's just holding down he's a placeholder. We got a few placeholders on this team to where they can move out the way and bring in quality guys that can help this team. So, yeah, he better have something up his sleeve. He better have something up his sleeve for real. Young Edo, what's good? He says, James Stone said he values Knicks as a first-round pick. I take everything he say with a grain of salt. I hear you. I think that was cap. We all know that was cap. Young Edo, we got to bring out the cap for Stone.
Cap.
That's cap. You know what I'm saying? And we all knew that was cap. We know that man ain't no first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? For real. DF the God, what's happening? Appreciate you for joining us. Benny Mac says Garuba's defense was good tonight. He's definitely a good player to slide in and stop and annoying opposing bigs for a short burst. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, if this dude can just really just put the ball in a hole a little bit. Garuba's offense is so, bad and non-existent, bro. I ain't gonna say I can't see him on a team, but for him to be a permanent fixture in the league, I think he's probably gonna have to get some semblance of an offensive game. Work on a hook shot, get with Şengün, work on a hook shot. Like, I'm not looking for him to just have a mid-range. His three-pointers are coming along, but how often would he actually get the opportunities to shoot threes? Because we don't really use him in that type of way. You know what I'm saying? I like Garuba and I like his defense. I don't know how, how long we can put up with somebody that's such a negative on offense. Cause in the playoffs, everybody need to carry their weight. Everybody need to carry their weight. DF the God, he says, I can't lie to Chop Shop, the only bright side of the season. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, bro. Like, I appreciate it. And I'm not gonna lie. Y'all see as G's, y'all the bright spot for us. Y'all the only reason why I constantly load up, you know what I'm saying, and come out and do this. Factual. Y'all make it all worthwhile, bro. What we got? Sante One. Appreciate you for subscribing to the channel, my man. Appreciate that, bro. Good looking out. Welcome to the community over here at the Chop Shop, brother. We growing, we steady growing, and there's guys that's like y'all and fans like y'all that keep us going, bro. So appreciate it. I'm glad you decided to subscribe. Now, if you feel a little bit more comfortable, we do have a membership package starting at 99 cents that you can also subscribe to. 99 cents. And you can get your custom badges. If you look in the chat, you see all these guys with the custom badges by their name. The Rockets with the stars, or it's tiers to that. The more you re-up, the different star you will get. So, and we also have exclusive packages, exclusive videos on the Chop Shop channel that only our members can access. And we also have custom emojis. So, appreciate you for subscribing. You feel a little bit more comfortable here with us, go ahead and join a membership, man. Appreciate that. And every once in a while, our Chop Shop members will actually gift out memberships. So if you're a lucky person, maybe you could get a membership. So all you got to do is keep coming back to the streams. I'm pretty sure eventually somebody will gift out some memberships to where you can get them. Now, it's a free for all. Whenever they put those memberships in the chat, you got to click them and you got to get them before somebody else, because it's like first come, first serve. You feel me? So, Santi, appreciate it. Appreciate you for joining us, man. Step back takes. He says that's why he got a rookie coach, because a vet coach wouldn't allow that. He know that that's what he's doing. Yeah, won't nobody allow him micromanaging nothing like that. I agree. James Pierce, he says Stone will be keeping Knicks for next season. I hope not. Kevin M says Mark Jackson is a joke. Didn't recognize he had the two best shooters of all time to build an offensive round. Man, you make a valid point. You make a valid point on that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's a valid point, bro. For real. Christopher McNair, what's good with it? He says Juwan Howard. Juwan is an ex-Rocket. If he can bring his son with him, yeah. I like Jet. He got that T-Mac to him. If he can bring Jet with him, man, I'm all for it. Bring Jet with you, Juwan. You know what I'm saying? Bring Jet with you, bro. I ain't gonna even be mad if he bring Jet with him, bro. I'm not gonna front. I like Jet. I do. And his philosophy is an NBA style philosophy. And he just got working with younger guys, so he know how to relate to younger guys, and we got the youngest squad in the league. So yeah, I can see that being a viable option, at least. I can see that being a viable option. Noah, what's good, Noah? He says, why we get rid of Justin Holiday? We really didn't get rid of him. He really didn't agree to come here. That's what it was. He didn't want to come here. He didn't want to deal with the tank. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to stay, bro. That's why. Let's see. Young and old. He says, if we being real, silence isn't even the biggest problem. who's the biggest problem there, though? I think you're saying Stone is, huh, brother? I think you saying Stone is, man. I ain't gonna lie. I know. We done moved up the ladder. We done moved it up to the ladder, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stone got some proving to do next year in this offseason. He do. James Pierce says, actually, Stone said Knicks was a lottery pick, not just a first round. You right about that. He got a lottery talent. You know what I'm saying? Lottery talent, that's cap. That's cap, bro. That's real live cap. All day, what's happening? He says there's nothing wrong with having Knicks if he's the third point guard. He's only 20. We need to improve the first and second string point guard. I agree, but if Nick's the third point guard, how much time is he really gonna get? Especially, you seen soon as he came in this game, he immediately turned the ball over, right? No, he didn't play. I'm lying. That was Hudgens. I'm lying. My bad, Knicks. Don't stop my stream. Don't cancel my stream, bro. Don't cancel our stream, bro. You know how when we start talking about Knicks, bro, stuff started glitching, and I don't know what Knicks got going on, but he started reporting stuff or something, man. So yeah, Knicks, you good? You good with the chop shop? Young Edo says Harden as the vet to Jalen is a recipe for absolutely no defense. I ain't gonna lie. Harden's defense was atrocious tonight. I don't know if he just wasn't motivated, but his defense was bad. He went back to the old Olay Harden defense. He do got, I don't want to give him excuses, but he do have a nice big rim protecting center with Embiid behind him. But I hear you. He still needs to at least give some type of effort to stop some of those easy drives. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, Edo. I hear you. James Pierce says, well, Harden can get more decent vets to come over, but a good coach would take Jalen minutes away. If he's taking Jalen minutes away, then he's not a good coach. Because he needs to understand that this guy still needs development. And the only way he can get developed is playing. And he's the number 2 pick. You know? So, I advocated for sitting him down when he's making mistakes. You know, that's totally fine. But don't sit him down for a veteran to come in and play, because we still probably won't be there yet to really compete for a championship. We want to get the most out of Jalen. So, yeah, like, he can sit him down when he making mistakes, but don't just cut his minutes from 35 to 22. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, a bit of an overcorrection, because he still needs his minutes and his reps. I just want a coach that'll hold him accountable when he's doing dumb stuff. When he's taking too many threes and step back threes, when you got guys that's open on the opposite side of the court, swing the ball around and get it to the open man. I need some accountability in that way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he needs his minutes just sliced in half because we bring in a veteran shooting guard, because we invest in a lot of assets and a lot of time, a number 2 pick on him. So we got to see exactly what we got from him before we just Jordan Clarkson that dude and have him as a 6th man or something like that. But I hear you though, James. I hear you. Sante One, he says, keep up the good content. For sure, brother. For sure. Keep coming back, man. Keep coming back and kicking it with us and chopping it up with us, bro. For real. Noah says good thing for Holiday. He ain't got to deal with this madness. I hear you. All day, he says Stone is definitely the biggest problem. In the context, if you're looking at if we was trying to win now, yeah, he is the big problem. And if he's micromanaging everything, yes, he is a big problem. But if you watch the thing, he says he's very confident in himself. He's putting he's putting a little bit of pressure on himself that maybe he probably didn't really need. Like, of course, if you're on a job, I'm hoping you're confident of yourself. I'm hoping that you know what you're doing, but I can't blame him for like guys like Justin Holiday and Danny Green not wanting to be here. Because I think in theory he wanted to keep those guys, but we're tanking and we're so bad. Them guys didn't want to put themselves through that, which is understandable. So you can look at it as like, hey, Stone put us in this position because he wanted to tank. So I agree with that too. But two things can be right. Two things can definitely be right, bro. Third coach, he says Juwan is not going to be playing around with these young guys. It's going to be Thibodeau AI situation. Oh, you think so? Juwan, he's strict like that. I seen him. He got feisty on another coach. He looked like he wanted to fight the other coach. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, maybe that's what we need. You feel me? Maybe that's what we need. We need somebody that's young guys thrive. They want to be coached. Unless they're just divas. Young guys usually want to be coached because they want to be good or even next to great. And if you find a coach that's hold them accountable and coach them hard, it brings out something. Iron sharpens iron. You can't sharpen the iron on a pillowcase. So if you want to have a tough team, you got to have a tough coach. Iron sharpens iron. And usually high draft picks, they want to be good. They want to be great. They want to live up to their draft position. So I'm hoping these guys ain't just too far gone to where they feel like they done made it and can't no coach teach them or tell them nothing. I'm hoping that's not the case. And I don't think that's the case just yet. I don't think that's the case just yet. Let's see. Oh, Dave says Stones runs the team like somebody from the Rockets Bleacher Report community. I hear you, bro. I hear you. That's wild. James Pierce says, no accountability. Yeah, we don't have no accountability here. Young Edo, he says, I love Tibbs as a coach, but he's not going to play any of the young guys 10 games in after seeing the effort. That's facts. If anybody know Tibbs is something like Mike D'Antoni. Mike D'Antoni gets a 6 to 7 man rotation and he runs them to the ground. He don't trust young guys to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have a certain aspect of coach to really to get the best out of a rebuilding young team. You can't be too hard on them because you'll just wreck them and then they'll just tune you out. But you can't be too soft on them or they'll just run over you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find the right coach for these situations. That's why it's so hard to get out of a rebuild because everything has to align correctly. You just can't throw a drill sergeant disciplinary guy at these young guys. Like, you need somebody that's seems more like I wouldn't say a big brother, but like a old uncle. You know what I'm saying? An older uncle. Most uncles, they're not going to really beat you or give you a whooping. You know what I'm saying? They not that tough on you. But they will hold you accountable and tell you, hey, look here, younger. You tripping, bro. You need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the balance we need with a coach with these young guys. And when you're doing good, he's going to love you and he's going to tell you, hey, man, that was a good job. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a uncle that you respect and you revere. Somebody along that lines. You feel me? Big John, what's popping? He says Garuba looks good at the 4, but he's a bit undersized at the 5. We need a big rim protector to come off the bench at the 5. I agree. We need a rim protector, bro. We need a rim protector and a point guard. I mean, I'm really starting to get real seriously worried about this whole KPJ big toe issue. How long have you been out now? Almost like over a month. Maybe 2 months. He's almost missed half the season for a big toe. If it's that bad, maybe he should have just went ahead and had surgery on it if he needed surgery. And what's weird, they're not really giving any updates about it either. Now, like I told Frank, maybe they just being extra super cautious with it. But at least give us an update like, hey, he's progressing. He's at least running. Or he's doing basketball activities. Like, there's nothing really wrong, like, long term with him. Because for him to be gone this long with just a toe injury, it's kind of concerning. Am I the only one getting concerned about KPJ? Let me know. Are y'all concerned about KPJ? Well, I know the Şengün lovers not, because they love it that Şengün get all the touches and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of getting worried about how bad Bro Toe is. You feel me? Swaggy D says top 3, Snyder, Vogel, or Atkinson. Any of those 3, top 3 will be a win. Those are the top 3 I had, Swaggy D, on my video. If y'all haven't seen the video, it's on the Chop Shop page. You can go back and check it out. It's probably about, a month or 2 ago I made that video. And it tells us the most qualified coaches, to come in and take over, rebuild. And those are the 3 coaches by record and by qualifications that seems the most fit to help us out of a rebuild. So, you know me, I'm not too mad about those, but I will throw Sam Cassell in it. That's one guy I wouldn't mind seeing either. I wouldn't mind seeing Sam either. Shark Shock, what's happening, Shark Shock? He says, I wish Lucas would fight Silas. Hey, speaking of, that was a little Twitter uproar, like 2 days ago? Lucas actually liked a post of your boy Bias Houston. I know if you on Twitter, y'all know who Bias Houston is. Will. That says, basically he was saying either the coaches is tanking or Steven Silas is incompetent. And John Lucas' account like that. Now, they released a little bit later that it was an accident. The accidental like, oh no, I was just scrolling past and I accidentally liked it. But usually when I figure out I accidentally like something, I go back and unlike it. Because once you like it, if somebody else comments on it, you get the notification with that whole thread. But it was up a few hours before they made an announcement or a post saying, oh, that was totally an accident. Lucas didn't really mean to like that. I call BS. And I call
Cap.
Cap.
Cap. Cap.
That's Cap.
Cap.
That man knew what he was doing. That man liked that post on purpose. Me and Frank actually had a conversation about that, and he asked me, do I think Lucas enjoy or agree with Silas's philosophy. And I had to be honest. I had to say no. I mean, because we see they are diametrically opposed to how they view accountability, rotations, minutes. We seen John Lucas bench 3 of our top guys in the same game just to get their mind right. And I haven't never seen Silas intentionally call a timeout or sub out Jalen just to get on his butt, just to get on his ass and tell him, hey, bang, this is not what you're doing. We seen Lucas do it. Lucas is not afraid to holding these guys accountable. So I do think, theoretically, philosophically, that him and Stephen Silas probably not on the same page. And by the fact he liked it, that thread, he liked it, that post, it tells me all I need to know. It tells me all I need to know. Noah says, John Wall said that Silas wanted him to start last season, but Stone didn't want to. That's facts. That's on Stone. He chose to pay this man $40-something million to have him ride the bench. That's Stone. You're right. Swaggy D, Swaggy, he says maybe we could be the next Cavs with the quick turnaround. If they get a top 2, but if they land 3 to 4, it will be tough. Now, I thought that I was almost on the same mindset. I'm starting to like the Miller dude, though. I'm not really in love with the Thompson twins. I'm sorry. I'm not really in love with them. Their shooting woes is something that we don't need on this team right now with the lack of shooting that we have presently. But Jet Howard and either Brandon Miller or Leonard Miller, either one, they got game. So I don't think it's a end all be all if we don't get Wemby or Scoot. Will it be lovely? Yes. You know what I'm saying? It will be lovely. But I don't see if we get 3 to 4. I mean, it's some guys that can still come in and help. Let's see. The sports card Quaint says ingrown toenails are hell. Facts. That's why I'm saying he just needed to go, because you can have surgery for those. Just go ahead and get surgery, and he be out 2-3 weeks maybe. This man been out like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Jehovah Sin says, yeah, we missing KPJ. Facts. Let's see. James Pierce says Tate took forever to come back. No rush. Supposed to be losing anyway. I hear you. That's why I said I don't know if they want to further damage him or not, but I'm just wondering, like, they ain't giving no reports or no updates about him. Step Back Take says they might be putting him on ice for trade in the offseason. Hey, wasn't a lot of people like that. Let's go with it. Third Coastal Line says, I know you were going with this space. I saw that too. Yeah. Shark Shot says Draymond will put them on blast doing his podcast. Facts. We need to get Draymond on the chop shop, bro. He come to the Rockets. I'm gonna invite Draymond to the chop shop, man. Come kick it with us, Draymond. Step Back Take says, I think he incompetent, and I feel like all the coaches is holding back, hoping to take his job. Steven Silas, you on watch, brother. 21 Alex, what's good? He says, salute, my guy. What's good, 21 Alex? The Heat didn't have a game tonight. Did they win? I ain't check on the scores, man. Did the Heat win? I know they pulled out another squeaker after they squeaked that one by us. They pulled out another squeaker. But appreciate you for joining us, 21. Appreciate it. Shark Shock says, is Jalen sensitive? He does have the pretty hair and $1 million smile. Someone needs to put that boot to his backside of his sloppy play. Facts. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out my theory. He won't reach full maximum potential until he cut the locks. Until he stopped caring about the locks and stopped fiddling and ponytailing and now I ain't against a ponytail or nothing like that. But I already, if y'all watch the streams, I've been saying this man won't reach his full potential until you cut the locks. Cut the hair, Jalen. I want to see it. It's hair. It grow back. Give it a year. You'll have a whole plush full of head of hair again. You know what I'm saying? I want to see haircut Jalen. We seen haircut KPJ and he turned it up. I want to see haircut Jalen. For real. Step back take says because Lucas don't do none of that with Silas they're low key. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Third Coast. He says we have to remember that Stephen Silas was a part of the Charlotte Bobcats hellscape along with his father. Back when they had Bismack, Biyombo, DJ Augustine, Steven Jackson, Kimber Walker, and them. That was a bad squad, bro. That was a bad squad, bro. And we worse than them, bro. We almost worse than them, bro. Third Coach says it's more than possible that Silas is garbage bins. Facts. Steve-O says happy birthday to CSG favorite Deshaun Nix. Steve-O, don't start that, Steve-O. Steve-O, I'm going to put you in timeout. 30 seconds, bro. 3 minutes. Don't start that, man. He's not our favorite over here. Now, like we said, we don't. Steve-O, you was just trying to get this man whacked. Like you was part of the Sopranos or you was John Gotti or something. You was just trying to get this man whacked. You and Tim Dunn. Oh, man, Steve-O. Don't do it, Steve-O. Don't do it, bro. I told you the chop shop mean we just come in here chopping it up, bro. We don't get people whacked around here, Steve-O. Oh, man. Step back takes. He says, I don't see how the draft class supposed to be generational other than Wemby when nobody else could shoot. That's what I was saying. I agree with you 100%. I agree. Even Scoot, I don't know what they saying why Scoot is generational. I mean, he looks like a very good player, but we just throw this term generational around a little bit too much. He look like he'll be a solid player, but Wemby does have the at least size and skills to where if it all translate and it all clicks, he can be in fact generational. Cause he can play defense, he can dribble, he can shoot fairly good for a big man, he can pass, and he's 7'4". That's generational. But Scoot just having a fast step and a little bit of strong, I mean, that's like Baron Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, the generational term just get thrown around too much, bro. Too much. Let's see where I'm at. The KO King, what's good? He says, you know what sucks is we have the worst team in the league and only have a 14% chance to get Wemby in the draft. 86% chance we don't get him. Facts. That's why I was saying there's nothing wrong with winning every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with us winning once in a while. As long as we don't drop out of the top 5 or the top 4, 3, like, we good. We still gonna have pretty much the same percentage, minus probably like 2 or 3 percentage points. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Shark Shy. He says KPJ went Super Saiyan for a minute when he cut his hair. Facts. Let's see. What my boy? 21 says tough loss versus Denver. A lot of guys out hurt. No hero, Jimmy. 1 assist from a triple-double. Okay. All right. I like Hero, man. You still gonna trade me, Hero? 21? You still gonna trade us, Hero? I like Hero. Me and Frank actually got into a nice little debate in our group chat on Twitter where Me and him saying, hey man, bring Hero. Why not bring Hero? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of our guys proved nothing. Hero will more than likely be our best player right now. So I would definitely trade for Tyler Hero right now. I really would. I'm not gonna even lie. Kenny S says Knicks outlived Gary Bird. That's crazy. They both was poo. They both was poo. For real. Steve-O says Scoot is 6'1". Generational is hard to swallow at 6'1". Facts. Chris Paul 6'1". Chris Paul more generational at 6'1". Because he's a true point guard. True point guard. You know what I'm saying? Shark Shock says, at KO King, that's why we need a plan for the future without Wemby. I don't like throwing all of our chips in one hand. We need to have a strategy, including free agents and real player development. Facts. I agree with that. Kenny S says, Scoot not better than KPJ or Jaden Ivey. Stop it. I hear ya. DJ Mill, what's good? He says, how Scoot, KPJ, and Jalen gonna work on the same team? Somebody got to go to the bench. That's all I'm going to say. Whoever y'all pick, somebody got to go to the bench. Young Edo, he says generational is crazy. Who's the last point guard to be drafted that they said was generational? It's been, I don't know. That's a real good point. That's a real good point. I can't even think of the last point. Let me see. Penny Hardaway, maybe? Because Penny was like 6'9", point guard. They said he was going to be like the next Jordan. I mean, Penny had like a high draft profile. Maybe Penny? And then we seen injuries just took him out. That's good. Ben Simmons wasn't generational. They tried to hype him up like he was LeBron, but he couldn't shoot worth shit. So I don't think he was considered generational. I think he was considered real, very, 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 real good. But generational, when you talking about generational, no, that's like this one guy is the only guy that's gonna come out in his generation. Generation is usually like 70 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, a generation in life terms is a 70-year gap. It's a 70-year period. You get one generation to the next generation. And with Ben Simmons not being able to shoot, he's not generational. You know what I'm saying? He's not generational. DF the God, he says exactly, we get 5 scoots in every draft. Hell, John Wall was scoot when he came in the draft. Facts. John Wall was nice. He was very, very quick coming out of Kentucky? He was nice. AK Infinity, he says, man, Knicks cut his hair and got worse. What you mean? I said superstars, bro. I didn't say bottom feeders. I didn't say borderline G League players. I said superstars. Superstars, bro. Not Knicks. Not Knicks. Knicks don't fall in that category. James Pierce says Hero not good at defense. We already got that problem. But I'm saying by next year, we should be done fixed our defensive woes. We should be done got some guys out over here that can play some defense. I'm strictly talking about next year, trade them to us. Not this year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not this year, fam. But I hear you. But look at what we got, though. I mean, I liked Tyler Heroes. He almost put up a triple-double. He could do more than just, I mean, some guys, you just got to live with some of their deficiencies and realize that they're not going to be a complete total package. What I think we just feel like LeBron kind of spoiled us to think that everybody needs to be able to do everything on the court. And that's not logical. That's why you have a team, because everybody can do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, some guys just spoiled us to where we think, oh, that's normal. Everybody should come out and doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, everybody's got their deficiencies, bro. Everybody got their deficiencies for the most part. Hell, LeBron barely can shoot free throws. If there's one weakness he got, it's LeBron barely can shoot free throws. He was a horrible free throw shooter. And he was a horrible jump shooter to begin with. But he worked on it and he grew. You feel me? Let's get it. Sports card. He says Ben Simmons was a consensus number 1 since he was 15. I hear you. But I still didn't think he was generational. Not me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I still didn't think he was generational. Young Edo, he says, yep, it was Penny. AI was a shooting guard, and Simmons always been a small forward. Facts. They was comparing Ben Simmons more to like LeBron and not a true point guard. We talking about true point guard. And I think it was like Penny. Penny was supposed to be like, and Penny did give Jordan a run for his money in the 93 playoffs, 94 play, 95 playoffs when him and Shaq and Jordan had just came back from baseball. Or did he retire? Yeah, I think he came back from baseball. No, he retired. That was when his pops died. Yeah, he retired, and then he retired again to go play baseball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it was. But Penny them gave Jordan them the business. K.O. King, he says, I never understood why people were hyping up Knicks at the beginning of the season. I never saw anything special about him. The guy is a scrub. Who send them guys to me, because I want to know who was hyping him up too. You know what I'm saying? I want to know who them guys was too, because I never seen that. Shark, he says, I was watching an old Stephen A. video from the draft saying that Simmons was going to be the next Magic Johnson. That did not age well. Man, Stephen A. is so wrong. He always wrong, bro. Think about it. Stephen A. always wrong. So it didn't surprise me. He was saying outlandish, dumb stuff like that. He's like a clickbait. He's going to just get loud and overtalk people, animated. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get no real basketball analysis from Stephen A. Stephen A, he thinks with his like emotions. This dude absolutely hates Kyrie Irving. Like Kyrie Irving, you know, punched his mama or something. He like personal. That's why Jay Williams was getting on him saying, bro, you always taking the stuff personal when it comes to players. You feel me? So, I'm about to get ready to wrap this up, though, man. In a minute, let me get to a few more of these comments, man. Y'all been the best. Swaggy D, he says, if Rockets get Scoot off of the Heat, Şengün, and picks for Bam. I don't think Riley will do it. But that's a nice little trade thing, but I don't think Riley will do it. K.O. King, he says Stephen A. meant Magic at his current age. Simmons getting paid to be a cupcake. Facts, bro, facts. Kenny Ed says, Swag, I blame you for Jalen's behavior. Oh, man, you're enabling. Bruh, how you gonna blame my boy Swaggy? How you gonna blame Swaggy for Jalen, dog? You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys wild, CSGs. KDC says Ben Simmons is doo-doo. He's a bad contract, and the fact that the Nets have him is good for us since we have their picks, and it limits Nets' ability to approve. That's a good way of looking at it, and I don't disagree. Bro. KDC, you right on the money. Swaggy D says Şengün is a nice player. Yeah, he's nice. I want to see Şengün Okay, how y'all think Şengün would look if you just dropped him in a competent system? You know, like, can you really build? Are we the only ones that's looking to probably build our offense around a short, slow-footed center? Now, I told y'all I love Şengün. I like him. He's a rocket. I love him, but he does have limitations. You know, he does have limitations for his position, but he also have upside, and he does other things that other guys at his position can't do. So I think it's all about the right system and all about the right people around him. Now, Frank, I'm gonna let y'all know what Frank says. Frank says he cannot stop thinking about Şengün in Brooklyn with all those 3-and-D wing guys. You remember when I said if Şengün need a system, he's gonna need a bunch of 3-and-D wing guys around him, and that's what Brooklyn have. You know what I'm saying? That's what Brooklyn have. A lot of 3-and-D wing guys that's gonna play a role around Şengün to hide his and mask his defensive, shortcomings. So, something to keep your eye on. Something to keep your eye on. Not just giving the Nets their picks back. Hey, we got a trade piece in Şengün. I don't know. I'm not advocating that. And Frank wasn't either. He wasn't advocating that. He was just looking at him and saying, oh, philosophically, Şengün might be a good fit over there with all of those 3-and-D wing guys. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of team Şengün needs to be on. He don't need to be on this team that's porous and weak defensively. You know what I'm saying? Merc One says Şengün is a trade piece. They're boosting that value for the offseason. Oh my. You trying to get rid of him soon, huh? K.O. King says put Şengün with the Spurs. I bet he'll be an all-star. Pops a tournament to a beast. I have no other reason to believe otherwise. Because I seen Pop, he's a hell of a coach. Some say the greatest coach of all time. So, I think he know how to use him. I think he would know how to use him. I'm not going to lie. Kenny S says Şengün for Bridges. Look at Kenny S. Kenny S ready to get him out of there. Kenny S ready to get Şengün up out of there. Stop it, Kenny. Stop it, man. He says I give him back like one or two of their first round picks. I give him a couple of the first round picks and throw up in a couple of swaps. Because somebody, the Memphis Grizzlies already offered them 4 first rounders for Bridges. He already offered them 4 first rounders for Bridges. So we got to at least match that. But the thing is, our first rounders will look better. Will look better to them because they can then control their own destiny. You know what I'm saying? Hello, what's good, hello? Says Harden cooked again as usual. He got absolutely snubbed from the All-Star game. I think he should have been at least a reserve. Hello. You right. You right about that. Let's see. Kenny Ed says, oh, they can have him. That's way too much. Yeah. Grizzlies, they offer 4 first rounders, but Grizzlies first rounders is going to be somewhere in the upper 20s. It's not going to be in the low teens or single digits. You know what I'm saying? Steve O says throw in Knicks and I'll consider. Nobody want Knicks, bro. Nobody want them, dog. Straight up. Kenny S says Harden probably prefers the rest. Yeah, he need the rest. Fat Harden coming out again. He need to go vegan. He need to go vegan. Yeah. But like always, man, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Hop up out of here, man. Let y'all get to it. Once again, the Rockets lost 123-104 to the Philadelphia 76ers. it was a alright game, I guess. I mean, if you don't go into these games expecting much, then you won't never leave yourself disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So, all of my CSGs, appreciate y'all for coming and dropping by, man. Love it as always, man. Y'all are the real ones. Y'all are the best. Y'all keep it fun. Y'all keep me coming back, loading up. Even though we got the worst team in the league, y'all are the real MVPs for sticking it out with us. Y'all are the ones, man. And when we get up and going, and we get up and we start winning, and we start getting all these new faces in here, I'm going to remember my OGs, bro. I'm going to remember the OG CSGs, bro. Y'all are the real ones. Y'all stuck it through. Y'all stuck it through, and y'all rocked with us, chopping it up all after every game, and which is hard on a losing team, bro. Which is very, very hard, bro. So, like always, man, you know, hug and kiss your family, cherish them. We never know when we gone. We still praying for Turkey and Syria. We still praying for the people that was affected by the tornado in Pasadena. Y'all are the real ones. Y'all keep it true. Y'all stay true to yourself. We gonna be up out of here. Hopefully y'all get y'all some rest. And hey, we tanking, bro. We tanking. So all we got is us. CSGs, we all we got, man. We all we got. Good looking out. Appreciate y'all for coming out. We gonna get up out of here. Let's go, Houston Rockets.